Good evening, YouTube world. Steve Billionaird. I'm just going to get right into it. Hope you're all having a great day, great evening, great night. So, this is a Billionaire Proverb, and I'm going to, for those that are tuning in for the first time, for those that are tuning in for the first time, I do these videos is basically quotes that I have come up with based on my life, based on experiences, based on, different things, good and not so good that has gone on into my life. And I usually come up with a quote to describe the current, situation or whatever circumstance that I was going through or involved in, or it could have been a great memory or not so great memory. So the whole point is the proverb, Billionaire Proverb, is talking about it, getting it out, telling my experience of it. And it's in hopes that it speaks to someone or motivates or even inspires someone. Or hopefully, depending on the quote that I write, it can be a warning or giving you, I will call it a quote unquote heads up. So let's get into it. So this quote I came up with, and it's a Billionaire Proverb, and here it is. How do you look at the grass? How do you look at the glass? Grass is greener or with weeds. The glass is either half full or half empty. Both commonalities. The weeds are dead, that's within the grass, and the glass is half empty means that you usually don't have any hope or you don't have any great outlook. Grass greener will always show or is seen as growth. A glass that's half full, you obviously manifesting greatness or manifesting positivity. So I just wanted to explain the quote, but now I'm going to say the quote fully that I came up with. And here it is. How do you look at the grass? How do you look at the glass? Grass greener or with weeds? Half full or half empty, the glass? Both are commonalities. The weeds that grow within the grass are dead. The glass half empty is no hope. Grass greener is showing growth, nurturing love and health, and a glass half full is manifesting greatness. So let's break it down and how I came up with this. So when you hear the saying that the grass is always greener, that means that you want to be within grass, or when grass is grown, the more you take care of it, the more you water it, the more you put the things that it needs to nurture it, then your grass is going to grow great. Within that, there are weeds that grow within the grass, right? And what do you do? So as a person that grows grass, and weeds come out, you pull them out because you don't want the weeds to stay in there. And the reason why you don't want the weeds to stay in there, for those that don't know what it does to grass, so what happens, it starts taking over the grass. And now it kind of chokes it, it kind of gets in the way, it kind of takes over. So now the grass doesn't have any more love, any more nurturing, none of those things. So I think y'all know where I'm going with all of this. So that's one analogy. Now let's talk about the glass half full and half empty. The glass half empty means that you always look at things, whatever circumstance, whatever situation, as half empty, meaning you don't have no hope. You don't have no faith. You don't look at things in a positive manner, even though whatever circumstances and whatever situation you're in, you just automatically look at it down. Glass half half full means that no matter what, you're always going to look at things positive. You're always going to look at things with hope. You're always going to have faith in whatever your circumstances and whatever life situation you're in. Health, jobs, career, taking tests, relationships, family, personal relationships, relationships with friends, relationships you have with others. That's the second thing. So I use the analogy of the grass being greener and also the glass being full. Those are positive things. So in relationships, let's just talk about relationships. In relationships, you don't want to be in a toxic relationship because that's the weeds and grass. And then that's the half empty in a toxic relationship. You don't want to be around people that think negative or always talk negative or always complaining. Again, grass analogy, that's more weeds or weeds. It starts contaminating. It starts being toxic. It starts getting in the way of your thinking. And then eventually, using the grass analogy, the more weeds you have, the more it takes over everything. So now you start thinking and staying in negative relationships. You start thinking and staying in negative friendships or negative situations. And you start being stuck. And in the grass analogy, eventually the weeds take over, and now you just in that bad negative situation. In the half full, half empty glass, when the glass is half empty, we use analogy of drowning, because now you have no hope. You're always thinking negative. You start complaining like your circle or whoever that's around you, whether it's the relationship with a person that you with, whether it's particular friends or people, so-called friends that you around, or even it can be a job or a situation. I'll bring up another example. Growing up in negative environments. I grew up in the projects, and I'm going to do a video about it because it seems, from what I've been looking at on the YouTube universe, that's been a popular subject. I can actually speak from that subject. So when you in those negative environments, and it's sad, but it's true, you're around a lot of things that are set up in those environments that you can attach yourself to or even get involved with, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's crime, whether it's, because a lot of those situations are in those environments, everybody is trying to quote unquote survive. Like I said, we will talk about that in another video. I'm gonna specifically talk about that. But with the Billionaire Proverb I'm talking about today, I'm just keeping it within relationships. Whether you in a relationship you involved with someone, relationships that you have with different people that are around you in your circle, and even unfortunately, that can be family as well. So the whole point of the proverb, and this is to motivate and to inspire you, you obviously want to be where the grass is greener. So that means that you have to start taking responsibility of your life and of your circumstances. And what I mean by that is you have to start assessing who's in your circle, what family members are with you, or if it's a person that you're involved. And then you have to ask yourself, is this person nurturing me? Is this person pouring into me? Is this person giving me love? And if those questions are answered with no's, then weeds start growing. And in the glass half full, half empty analogy, glass half empty, you start drowning in that glass of water, going down instead of going up like the glass half full. So with that being said, you have to start now assessing your whole situation, using your discernment. Discernment means that you have to recognize and observe your current circumstances. And if your spirit and how you are, you're not happy, and if you're getting stressed, or you're not the person that you are, and then your self-esteem goes down, then all of these things that you're now involved with is in a negative situation. You have to remove yourself from that. So as far as the grass analogy, you have to start taking out the weeds one by one. Some people have more weeds, some people have less weeds, some people may have one weed. So the ones that have the less weeds, it's going to be easy. The ones that don't have it, it's going to be, a little challenging. But in the end, it's a decision that you have to make in order to get to the place where your grass is greener. Get to your place where the glass is half full. And that means in this examples that I'm giving y'all, boundaries. That's what you will be setting for yourself. So you want to be with the glass half full, because half full means positive. Half full means having faith. Half full means that you always going to have the outlook of no matter what the circumstances is, whether it's people in my life that are negative, I have to get them out my life, pulling out the weeds, start filling my glass to go half full. Or if you have to remove that person in your life that may be toxic, then you have to set boundaries and start removing those people in your circle, that relationship or person that's in your life, so you can get to a place where the grass is greener. And once the grass is greener, it's beautiful, it's great, it's nurturing, it's love. And then once the glass is full, you always going to have an outlook, and the people being around you, encouraging you, giving you positivity, giving you things that we all need as human beings in order to succeed in this life. That's it. So that is the quote, the Billionaird Proverb of the day. And I'm going to say it one more time because sometimes I'm in this series of these Proverbs. I like to, and it's kind of like a teacher in a sense, but I know y'all already understand. But when it comes to quotes, sometimes everybody can take a quote a certain way. So this is coming from my experience. This is coming from my outlook and how I interpret and think things. And then it's up to you to use it however you want. But the bottom line is, if I can help to answer some questions or encourage you or inspire you or motivate you, then I've done my job, because that's the purpose of the Billionaire Proverb, is doing what's good and what's right, not only for yourself, but for others. So here's the quote, and I'm going to end one last time. How do you look at the grass? How do you look at the glass? Grass greener or with weeds? Half full or the glass half empty? The weeds, they're both commonalities. They are. The weeds we know are dead. Those are people, those are negative people, all those things. Half empty, that means you're not going to have any hope. So grass greener is seeing growth, seeing love, and you being healthy. And the glass half full is manifesting greatness, love, and hope for yourself and for your life. Thank you very much. If you watched this whole video, and I hope you did, thank you very much for listening. Hope this inspired you. Hope this video has spoke to someone. Please, if this is your first time watching my videos, check out my other videos, check out my other Proverbs. I will be coming out with a book at some point, but I'm enjoying doing this, the video, because it's like a story, and then I can give you all an inside look of when I tell you my quotes, how I came up with it, what's the meaning behind it, and give a better and full explanation of how and why I came up with the particular quote that I would do on the video. So I love this because it's kind of like a video storybook. And each one that I will be doing, because I have a lot of quotes, I hope that you understand. I hope it speaks to you, and I hope it helps you, because that's what it really is all about. Motivating, inspiring, sort of therapy too, to get you through whatever you may be going through. So I just hope that this, video inspires, motivates, or again, in critical thinking too. It just helps you to figure out whatever current, circumstances you may be in, that are not so good. But if you're in good circumstances, then I will end it like this. You'll always have and always will be around the grass that is greener, and you always will look at things in the lens of it being a half full glass. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe. Please just don't watch my videos. I want to get into this partnership program with YouTube. And if I do, the content going to be way better. I'll be able to do a lot more things. And the goal is just to give you all my wisdom, my experience, my, things that have happened in my life, and give you truth and have you critical thinking. Also doing my sports now. So this is what it's all about. Just giving you good content and giving you great content. All right. Thank you very much, the Billionaire. Enjoy the rest of your morning if you're watching in the morning, the rest of your afternoon if you're watching in the afternoon, and in the rest of the evening if you're watching in the evening. Thank you so much. Steve Billionaire, Billionaird Proverbs. I'm out.